Hey everyone, welcome into another YouTube video. This video is on Conflux. So I've tested the NVIDIA 30 series cards, and I gave one of the 6000 series cards a test, pretty much just to prove that it's not good on this algorithm. So I'll show you the flight sheet here. So we are utilizing T-Rex miner 0.26.8, and this is the special configs that I have. So it's just the locked core clock. I've locked it to 1000 for this specific GPU. This is the 3060, and then I've put the core offset in here, and the memory is no longer being utilized here, so that doesn't have to be 810, it can be anything, because we've set the mem utilizing the NV tool to 5001. So if we come over to the miner screen here, we can go NVIDIA info, and you can see just here the memory is set to 5000 megahertz. So that's pretty much as low as it gets. What is the lowest that it can go, so far as I know. And you can see the hash rate, and the wattage at the wall right now is about 90 watts. And then subtracting the system idle brings this GPU down to 74 watts total at the wall. And then you can see all of the other cards that I've tested. So there was something weird about the 3060. It reacted quite well to having 5001 on the memory, so a very low memory clock. But these other three, so 3060 Ti, 3070 and 3080, didn't like going down that low, and any time I reduced them below 810, they would get less efficient. But yeah, obviously when it's a bit weird when you put in like 810 on the memory, it doesn't actually go to 810. I can show you that if I just reboot this rig. It doesn't go to 810, it goes to some random arbitrary number that is not 810. I'll show you that in a second anyway. You can see the hash rate here for all these cards, the wattage at the wall, the software wattage if anyone's wanting to compare with the results they're getting in the software. And then this is the efficiency based on the at the wall power. So you can see that the 3070 is the most efficient, 3060 second most efficient, then the 3060 Ti, and lastly the 3080. You can see the overclock settings that are utilized to get that. So the core locked core is set in the miner, like the configs in the miner that I just showed you before, and then the offset, so like the plus 150, is set in just down here. It's plus 250 here. So I've just rebooted this rig, and that means that this set mem to 5001 is no longer active, which means it's using this 810 memory. So if we come back over here, log back into this, get back the NVIDIA info, you'll see the memory is actually at 7705 megahertz. So even though you put 810, it's just some random arbitrary number really. But yeah, you can use, I don't know if it's just T-Rex that does this, because it's it should be lower than that, but then yeah, you can do negative numbers to try and get between 5001 and 7705. So then if I do this again, you can see instead of 7705, it's now 6800, and you can do it all the way down to 5001. But for this card, you can just, the 3060 on Conflux, you can just go all the way down to 5001. I'm actually going to stop the miner right now because the fans are getting loud. You can see that without 5001 set, and once I start modifying any of these, the power goes through the roof. So you're going to need it anytime you change any settings here, it's going to reapply everything, so you're not going to have the offset with the locked core clock, so you're going to have to reboot the rig anytime you change a setting, and then put the NV tool set min 5001 back in. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but yeah, you can get the best efficiency that way. And yeah, here are the numbers again. I'll just mention the 6000 series. So the only miner that would work on the 6000 series was Nano. I tried NB and it didn't work, which is the other miner that does also do Conflux supposedly, but it didn't actually work for either. NB miner didn't work for me on NVIDIA or AMD cards for some reason. But you can see the solutions are extremely low for a 6800. Actually, sorry, is this even in sols? I don't remember if Conflux measures in sols or mega hash, but anyway, based on the wattage and the solutions, the efficiency is really bad and the hash rate's really low. But yeah, I did go ahead and find the most efficient settings just to give it the best shot. But it's quite evident that the miners are not optimized for AMD cards, only for NVIDIA cards, which is yeah quite a common thing, because NVIDIA cards make up the most of the mining supply. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video, so leave a like, comment and subscribe to support the channel, and have a great day. See ya.